You're staring at your phone at 11:47 p.m. The chart is green, bright, almost radioactive green. GameStop just crossed $300, and somewhere in the back of your brain a voice is saying, "You're late. You missed it. It's over." But then another voice, louder, warmer, says something different. What if it's not over? You've been watching this thing for 3 days. You've seen the Reddit threads. You've done the math. Your math. And it makes sense. Everyone getting in now is going to feel exactly how you feel when it hits 500. You open your brokerage app. You buy. GameStop closes the next day at 86. Here's the question nobody asked you at 11:47 p.m. What actually made you hit buy? Let's go back, way back, before the trade. It's a Tuesday. You're not even thinking about GameStop. You're scrolling, Twitter, Reddit, maybe a finance, YouTube rabbit hole at 2 a.m. And then, a headline, a number. GameStop up 400% this week. You don't buy. Not yet. You're rational. You do your research. Except, and here's the part nobody admits out loud. Your research starts after you've already decided you want in. You find the Reddit thread. 500,000 people agreeing with you. You find the guy with the 50,000 gain. You find the analyst who says it could go higher. You find the tweet from the billionaire who said he was in. You don't find the counter arguments. Not because they don't exist, because you're not looking for them. Day 2, it's up again. Now something shifts. It's not just an investment anymore, it's a story you're in. The little guy versus hedge funds. History being made in real time. And you saw it before it got obvious. You're smart. You're early. The price keeps moving. Each new high is confirmation. I was right. Each small dip, temporary. Shakeout. Buy the dip. The story gets tighter. Every piece of information, up or down, somehow points to the same conclusion. You should be in this. This is not greed. This is not stupidity. This is your brain, your perfectly normal, evolved human brain, doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just doing it in a place that will cost you money. There's a name for what happened in that bedroom at 11:47 p.m. It's called confirmation bias. And here's the brutal part. It doesn't feel like bias. It feels like being thorough. It feels like doing your homework. It feels like making an informed decision. That's what makes it so dangerous. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms what you already believe. It doesn't require you to ignore facts. It just requires you to weight them selectively. And in markets, especially fast-moving, social media-fueled markets, it turns catastrophic. Because markets have something your brain doesn't account for, other people doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. When GameStop was at 50, people searched for reasons it should be $100. At 150 reasons, it should be $300. At 300 reasons, it should be $500. At every step, there were bulls on the internet to find. At every step, the news covered the price, not the fundamentals. At every step, the story got louder, so your confirmation got stronger. January 28, 2021. GameStop hits 483. That same day, retail brokerages halted buying. The price collapsed. Within weeks, it was under 50. People who bought at $400 didn't buy because they were reckless. Many of them researched for days, watched hours of video, read hundreds of posts. They just read all the same things. Now here's a question that should keep you up at night. How many times have you done this with a stock, a business decision, a relationship, and the outcome just happened to be okay? Not because your process was good, because you got lucky. Confirmation bias doesn't punish you every time. That's what makes it so sticky. The one time it does punish you, the loss is enormous, and by then, you've already built a habit. So what do great investors do differently? Not what you'd expect. Warren Buffett doesn't have better information than you. Charlie Munger didn't have a crystal ball. What they built, and this is the part nobody puts in the headline, is a process specifically designed to fight their own brain. Munger called it inversion. Before asking why an investment is a good idea, ask what would have to be true for this to be a terrible idea. Make that case first. Make it as strong as you possibly can. Buffett goes further. He actively seeks out the strongest opposing view, not to defeat it, to genuinely test whether his thesis survives contact with it. He calls them the bear case. He writes them down. He doesn't let himself forget them once the price moves. That process, uncomfortable, slow, ego-threatening, is the reason he's never been wiped out. Not because he's always right, because when he's wrong, he already knew why he might be. And that changes every decision downstream. The position size, the exit plan, the hold time. Here's the principle. Write it down. Before you invest, make the best case against yourself that you possibly can. If you can't do it, find someone who will. One principle, 2 sentences. The entire antidote to GameStop at $400. Here's your one action for today. Find an investment you currently believe in. something you'd buy or are holding right now. Write down 3 reasons it could go to zero, not market conditions. 3 specific legitimate reasons it could be completely wrong. If you can't do it honestly, find someone who will push back. A friend, a forum with actual bears, an advisor who's paid to disagree with you. Do this before the next trade, not after. That discomfort you feel? That resistance to writing down the bear case? That's confirmation bias, trying to protect itself. Let it be uncomfortable. Next time, we're going to look at what happens after you make a bad trade. Because it turns out, losing money triggers an entirely different bias, one that causes investors to hold losing positions long after every rational signal says to get out. It's called the sunk cost fallacy, and it's why the real loss from GameStop wasn't the money you spent buying in. It was the money you kept losing on the way down.